Do-do-do-do. There we go. Now we're in business. Alright. Now let's begin this sequence proper. Good day, mates. I'm Nilost, and welcome to Fire Emblem with 3 Houses. Now that everything is functioning properly, we can get this thing kicked off. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to continue off a New Game Plus, because I've played a couple of times actually. And we're going to save over this one here. When you do New Game Plus, you carry over endgame data to New Game Plus. You retain your renown in higher battalions, shops, saint statue levels. You can unlock things from a menu that only appears post-game, this sort of thing. Now, you can change your appearance and your unit's appearance to look like different things. And you gain weird items. I don't have any amiibos, so we're going to do that. Because this is a test stream thing, I'm actually going to crank this volume down a little bit on my end. I think that'll do. That should do. I'm going to play it on normal. And because I am a scrub, this is going to be on casual. Because I really don't feel like save summon. And yeah, sure, cut to a network and play. Doke. Audio. There. Turn this up a little bit. There we go. That's more normalized. Hopefully it doesn't scare too many people away. Alright. Okay. Well.
Do you recall the Red Canyon? You'll die in it. Die! You took everything that I loved. He's gone now, Mother.
Okay. Got through that now. Other is gone. And we've gotten to this point without any problems so far. That's good. That's wonderful. actually.
Oh my. What could have brought you here?
Indeed. What did bring us here?
Oh, I wonder how you got in here. It is most rude to interrupt a moment of repose. Very rude indeed. Now come to me. I wish to have a look at you.
Okay. So, I've done the playthroughs using a female one so far. And, well, change up the pace by... I'll be a man.
I have not seen the likes of you before. Who are you anyway?
Who are we? Let's just say we're immortal.
I see. Then you must have a name of sorts. Go on.
Alright, well, we've got a name. And our name, boy. Well, for reference, the first two characters that I played, I named one of them Billy. It was a female character named Billy. The second one was named Hunnigan. Now, we are a male. I have an idea. Nope. It's a me. Hello, it's a me.
I shall not ever grow accustomed.
You're my
to
test
the
subject
sound
for
of
today.
names. You must possess a day of birth as well. Beneath which moon and on what day were you born to this world?
We were born... See. First order. Horsebow Moon sounds like a good name for a month to be born in. Let's, this up to be the first of Horsebow Moon. I mean, come on. Yes, day 1 of month 9, Horsebow Moon, is our birthday.
Well, wonders never cease. It seems we share our day of birth. How strange.
Interesting. I'll try on the auto advance.
It all feels so familiar. I think it may be time for yet another nap.
I agree.
It is almost time to begin.
Again, okay. Meanwhile, I'm gonna grab myself a coffee.
Hey,
Or one of my
time to wake up.
canned ones here.
Were you having that dream again?
Or a dream about a young girl war. Well, I think, it's a me dreams about the war. We're gonna do that one.
Massive armies clashing on a vast field, right? There hasn't been a battle like that in over 3 centuries. In any case, just put that out of your mind for now. Battlefield is no place for idle thoughts. Risking your life is part of the job for mercenaries like us. Letting your mind wander is a sure way to get yourself killed. Okay, time to get moving. Our next job is in the kingdom. I told you before, it's far from here, so we'll need to leave at dawn.
Of course. And yeah, that's what we're gonna say, of course.
Oh, good grief. Everyone is already waiting for us outside.
Gerald, sir, sorry to barge in, but your presence is needed.
What's happened?
Please forgive our intrusion. We wouldn't bother you with a situation not dire.
What do a bunch of kids like you want at this hour?
We're being pursued by a group of bandits. I can only hope that you will be so kind as to lend your support.
Bandits? Here?
It's true. They attacked us while we were at rest in our camp.
We've been separated from our companions and we're outnumbered. They're after our lives, not to mention our gold.
I'm impressed you're staying so calm considering the situation. Wait, that uniform.
Bandits spotted just outside the village. Damn, there are a lot of them.
I guess they followed you all the way here. We can't abandon this village now. Come on, let's move. Hope you're ready.
Yep, we sure are. We'll save over this first slot here. So I don't know if I intend to do this as a series or not yet. There are other things to consider. Oh, and this moves when you move your Switch controller around. It's pretty cool. Alright.
Let's take care of those thieves before they overrun the village. Take down the enemies in front first. That should take the wind out of their sails.
So here's how movement works. You move. You can either move straight to an enemy
Stay
like
focused.
this, or you can move to a spot and then do your moves. I think for this run, I'm going to be focused on either Claude or Dimitri. I'm not sure which one yet. So I'm going to initiate with the main man here. You can also fast forward through this by holding down the A button while the animations are playing. Weapons have durability. You have durability in form of your health. Those can attack
Ready
from
and willing.
range. They do have to attack from range though. In some maps you can talk to people.
It's because of you guys that I'm not dead right now. Thanks for that. I didn't expect to run into mercenaries like you in some remote village. The gods of fortune must be smiling on me.
Of course they. You can still do attacks and stuff from this. So we'll do that.
It's not luck, it's fate.
Use the battle menu to do things. Like if you don't intend to use anyone else, you can just cut straight to this and then end your turn and get around.
I'll cut through.
But we're not going to do that.
Thank you. We are in your debt. It wouldn't do for us to fall in a place like this. Please, lend us your strength. Let's work together to drive out these thieves.
Alright, and we'll
I will
talk
prevail.
to Hildegard as well.
You have a strange aura about you. You say you're a mercenary, so show me what you can do.
We'll advance
No one
while
decided to
protecting
vote.
ourselves from the enemy. Take up position inside the forest.
Alright, into the forest. It will be around before they can actually get in there because of the reduced movement range through a forest. But you know, it's gonna happen. I'll park it here.
Yes, good. If we're in the forest, we can sustain their attacks without losing the advantage.
It's not the only terrain type. Counter, that. To give you buffs, you can see what the buff would be in the upper left corner. That gives you a 30 dodge and one more point of protection, I think. We'll park Edelgard here. And I'll put Claude there. Meanwhile, Dimitri will hold himself there, I guess. I don't know why the ally didn't decide to attack me.
Fine opportunity.
That works, I
The
guess.
combat art.
So, he has special moves called combat arts. We'll be doing one of those. Oh, that's why he didn't attack me. There's a fucking rock there. Okay. I think I'll have Dimitri. Finish this one off.
Is that all?
And I will finish this one with a combat art. You can also switch whether you're doing combat art or not, the Z buttons. But we're gonna combat art this guy. Because he is very much deserving of our rank.
That is that.
There you go. Of course. Because I don't plan using AO Guard in this run, I am just going to do this now. Here, have an axe. Here, have a vulnerary. Sit there and wait. Oh, I did not. I forgot about that guy completely.
Attack when an ally is.
Okay. She doesn't have unarmed combat. Oh boy. Oh, should probably combat art this guy. Because otherwise, that's not the best chance to hit. We can try anyway. You'll probably hit him, right? Yes.
Never underestimate.
Good
that.
job, Claude.
Life doesn't always go.
Of course not. Okay. Guys, some mean business we going here. And yeah. We're going to do. We're gonna park ourselves here. I can assume that he can move there this turn. Okay.
Damn. Why
Thanks
are
for
there
the tab up,
mercenaries
mate.
in the village? Guess we'll have to deal with them too.
Do-do-do. I think I'm gonna do here. I'm just gonna have him vulnerary. And we're gonna sit and wait. I'll have Claude sit there for her rest. And since we're not using Kilogram for this route, at least, she's gonna sit there and wait.
Hey, you with the blank stare! Out of my way!
Hey, that's rude. Oh. Well then. That works out wonderfully.
I'm not setting a very good example.
Damn it. Alright. There we go. And Dimitri's not able to.
I'm getting stronger.
Alright, so think I'll do is I'll just eliminate the rest of these fools out. This should work.
Sorry, but victory is mine.
There we go.
I must stay focused.
And I think Blank Stare Man's gonna take this fool out. And pull out. Full sword. And we got double the swings. And all three. Wow. That's neat.
We must all do our part.
Not a bad level up either, all things considered. And we got yet another axe. That was 40 frames dropped. A little bit more than that will be dropped here. Such as, our life is dropped. Oh no.
Honestly, what are you accomplishing with that little stunt? It's like you're trying to get me killed, you fool. Well, it's fine. After all, if you don't know the value of your own life, you're not going to protect it very well, are you? Course not. Well then, I guess it's up to me to guide you from now on, right? You can call me Sothis, but I'm also known as the Beginning.
Okay. So where are we beginning?
Sothis. Yes, that is it. My name is Sothis. And I am also called the Beginning. But who once called me that? I was not able to recall my name until just now. And just like that, it came to me. How odd. That look upon your face. Did you think me a child? A mere child who forgot her own name? Phooey! That child just saved your life. And what does that make you?
Well, let's see. Look at my face is out of confusion. And, alright. Well, let's entertain her.
Correct.
Less than a child?
You understand.
Oh god.
You threw yourself before an axe to save just one young girl. Yet all is well, as I have stalled the flow of time for now. You would have died had I not intervened.
Of course.
There now. Is gratitude so much to ask? I did deem you worth saving after all. Though it is only momentary, time has stopped. However did I manage that? When time begins again, the axe will tear into your flesh and you will surely meet your end. How rude of you to drag me into this. Now what to do?
Well, if you've played this game at least once, you know that there is a feature in this game that allows you to rewind time. Why don't we just ask her to do that instead?
Of course. I must turn back the hands of time.
Well then.
Yes, I do believe it can be done. You really are quite troublesome. I cannot wind back time too far, but all is well. You are aware of what's to come, which means you can protect yourself this time. Now go! Yes, you who bears the flames within. Drift through the flow of time to find the answers that you seek.
You'll be deflected back.
Hey, over here!
Huh?
Well then.
Hey, did you just...
The Knights of Seros are here. We'll cut you down for terrorizing our
Oh no,
students.
don't cut down us.
Hey, the thieves are running away. Go after them. The students seem to be unharmed. And who's this?
Why him?
Damn it, him. Oh, wings of a butterfly or something. Wait, what? Of course Claude was the MVP. He's the MVP of this game. Okay.
My, thank you so much.
Captain Gerald? It is you! Goodness, it's been ages! Don't you recognize me? It's Alois, your old right-hand man! Well, that's how I always thought of myself anyway. Oh, it must have been 20 years ago that you went missing without a trace. I always knew you were still alive.
You haven't changed a bit, Alois. Just as loud as ever. And drop that captain nonsense. I'm not your captain anymore. These days, I'm just a wandering mercenary. One who has work to do. Goodbye, old friend.
Well then.
Goodbye, Captain. Wait, that isn't how this ends. I insist that you return to the monastery with me.
Garreg Mach Monastery. I suppose this was inevitable.
And how about you, kid? Are you the captain's child?
Alright. So... Well... I think we're gonna be an asshole here. Or a jokester.
Great sense of humor, this one. Clearly cut from the same cloth as the captain. I'd love for you to see the monastery too. You will join me, won't you? What's troubling you, Captain? You aren't about to run off again, are you?
Even I wouldn't dare run from the Knights of Seros.
The Knights of Seros. They do seem rather skilled. Ah, it seems your presence is required. Get going.
Get going. So...
I appreciate your help back
coffee
there.
time.
Your skill is beyond question. You're clearly an experienced mercenary. And your father, that would be Gerald, the Bladebreaker? Former captain of the Knights of Seros, oft praised as the strongest knight to ever live. Have I missed anything?
Well, this is true. We'll do that, I guess.
Curious. I'd wager the explanation for that is fascinating indeed.
Hey, you are coming with us to the monastery, right? Of course you are. I'd love to bend your ear as we travel. Oh, I should mention that the three of us are students of the Officers' Academy at Garreg Mach Monastery. We were doing some training exercises when those bandits attacked. I definitely got the worst of it.
That would be because you ran off.
Too true. I was the first to make a strategic retreat. Everything would have worked out if these two hadn't followed me and ruined everything. Because of them, every single one of those bandits chased after us. Utterly ridiculous.
Ah, so that's what you were thinking, Claude. And here I thought you were acting as a decoy for the sake of us all.
His intentions were as clear as day. You will prove a lacking ruler if you cannot see the truth behind a person's words.
You will prove a lacking ruler yourself if you look for deceit behind every word and fail to trust those whom you rely on.
Oh, joy. A royal debate between their highnesses. I wonder how being completely predictable affects one's ability to wield power. Personally, as the embodiment of distrust, I'd say your little exchange smacks of naivete.
Me, naive. Tell me, are you actually incapable of keeping quiet, or is your lack of self-awareness a condition of some sort?
In any case, forgive our digression. I must speak with you if you can spare a moment. The way you held your ground against the bandits' leader was captivating. You never lost control of the situation. It showed me I still have much to learn.
Your skill is precisely why I must ask you to consider lending your services to the Empire. I might as well tell you now, I am no mere student. I am also the Adrestian Empire's...
Who cares?
Halt, Edelgard. Please allow me to finish my own proposition.
Is
The
Dimitri's
Holy Kingdom of Fargus is
interjection.
in dire need of exceptional individuals like yourself. Please, do consider returning to the kingdom with me.
Whoa there, you two sure are hasty. Trying to recruit someone you just met. Tactless, really. I was personally planning to develop a deep and lasting friendship on our journey back to the monastery before begging for favors. But it seems there's no time for niceties in this world. So, capable stranger, let's get right to it. Where does your allegiance lie?
It seems one's place of birth is quite significant to them. Yet they are so impressed by you that you may take your pick. Well,
Alright, so. First run, I know I'm not doing any Adrestian Empire, purely because I'm blind to that and I don't feel like doing blind right. I've done the other two. So I think what I'm going to do is going to err on the side of Holy Kingdom.
Understood. Fargus is a noble and distinguished kingdom that has always valued chivalry.
All right, that's enough with the small talk. It's time to head back to the monastery.
Looks like we'll have to pick this up another time.
Of course.
my, they are in such a hurry. You know, each of the three is most unique.
Most unique. He seems sincere, but there is darkness. He has a nice smile, but it doesn't match his eyes.
Yes, I thought the same. I am so sleepy once again.
You sleep a lot.
I may be sleeping, but
Okay. Yes.
Part 1. White Clouds. Great Tree Moon. 3 houses. The icy winds of the Agma Mountains have begun to scatter, and the verdant fields once again spring to life across Fodlan, heralding the start of a new year.
Same
As they
voice actor
celebrate
does
the
Geralt,
dawning
does the
year,
narration
people pray
of the
that they may
game.
realize their full potential, just as a tiny sprout hopes to one day grow into a great tree. The continent of Fodlan, said to be protected by a revered goddess, has existed since time immemorial. 3 ruling powers now control the land. In the south lies a region long held by a more than 1,000-year-old dynasty, the Adrestian Empire. Beyond its borders, to the frigid north, is the home of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus, ruled by the royal family and its knights. To the east, a league of nobles that heeds no king nor emperor rules what is called the Leicester Alliance. Once consumed by a tempest of war and turmoil, Fodlan and these 3 mighty powers now exist in relative harmony.
Yay.
this will be your first time at the monastery. I'd be happy to show you around.
It really is Fodlan in a nutshell. The good and the bad.
Like it or not, we'll be there soon enough.
I like how the other two, their heads around a lot. Elgar just stares straight ahead while she talks. He is driven by goals.
There it is. Garrick Mock Monastery.
Well, in a sense, everyone is driven by their goals and beliefs. But, you know. We're not allowed in here. Why are we here? Oh. Okay. We're back in the surface now.
Rhea's here.
He's here. Impossible green hair.
I wonder, did the flow of time bring you here?
Possibly.
It's been years since I've last set eyes on this place. To be forced to see her now, I've never spoken of this to you before, but many years ago, I was a knight here. I reported to the Archbishop, Lady Rhea. As you know, the majority of folks in Fodlan are devout followers of the teachings of Seros. The leader of that ridiculously large religious organization is the Archbishop, Lady Rhea.
Thank you for your patience, Gerald. My name is Seteth. I am an advisor to the Archbishop.
Right. Hello.
It has been a long time, Gerald. I
Oh,
wonder,
really?
was it the will of the goddess that we have another chance meeting like this?
Forgive my silence all these years. Much has happened since we last spoke.
So I see. The miracle of fatherhood has blessed you. That is your child, is it not?
Yes. Born many years after I left this place, I wish I could introduce you to the mother of my child, but I'm afraid we lost her to illness.
I see. My condolences. As for you, I heard of your valiant efforts from Alois. What is your name?
My name is It's-a-me, Mario.
Fine name
Oh
indeed.
god.
From the bottom of my heart, I thank you for saving those students of the Officers' Academy. Gerald, you already know what it is I wish to say, do you not?
You want me to rejoin the Knights of Seros, don't you? I won't say no, but
Your apprehension stings. I had expected that Alois would have already asked this of you. I must step away for now, but I expect they will desire a word with you soon. Please listen carefully to what they have to say. Until tomorrow, farewell.
I can't believe it. Forced back into the Knights of Seros. I'm sorry I dragged you into this. Looks like I'll be stuck here for a while. And I'm afraid your services are requested as well.
I'm working here as a me.
Nothing like that. They want you to teach, by the sound of it. You heard those brats earlier talking about the Officers' Academy, right? Well, the Academy just happens to be short a professor.
God damn.
And apparently that damned Alois went and recommended you to Lady Rhea.
So, you must be the new professor. My, how stern and handsome you are.
No. I'm not the one you're looking for. You can handle things from here. Good luck. And watch out for Lady Rhea. I don't know what she's thinking making you a professor like this. She may be up to something. Stay on your guard.
Okay.
Oh, it's you then? So young.
Competence and age are not necessarily correlated, as you well know. I am Hanneman, a Crest Scholar
I do
and
like that
professor at the
mustache.
Officers' Academy. I wonder if you bear a crest of your own. When next you have a moment to spare, I insist that you pay me a visit so we can delve into the subject further.
Also, I'm pausing this for a moment to point out, is that a one-use unlubricated monocle he's wearing? Well then.
I'm Manuela. I'm a professor, a physician, a songstress, and available. It's nice to meet you.
Okay. He's a physician, a songstress, and a professor. And available. Well, we can't ask her about the last thing. First thing's obvious. We're gonna ask her about her songstressing.
Of course. Before I came here, I belonged to a renowned opera company. Perhaps you've heard of me? The Mittelfranc Opera Company is beautiful, peerless.
Spare our colleague the needless chatter, Manuela. Now then, it seems you'll be taking charge of one of the Academy's 3 houses. I expect you haven't yet been briefed on the nature of each, have you?
Do you really not know? Fine. I'll do you a favor and explain. The Officers' Academy is comprised of 3 houses of students, each of which is closely affiliated with its region of origin. The Black Eagle House is for students from the Adrestian Empire. Their house leader this year is Edelgard, the Imperial Princess, who is in line to be the next Emperor.
The Blue Lion House is for students from the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. Their house leader this year is Prince Dimitri. He is to be the next king of Fargus.
Lastly, there is the Golden Deer House, which is for students of the Leicester Alliance. Their house leader is Claude, grandson to Duke Regan, the leader of the Alliance.
To think that the next emperor, king, and sovereign duke are all here. It certainly is a promising year for the Academy.
I'll say. I just hope none of those little treasures cause any trouble.
Quite. For now, I suggest taking a stroll around the Academy to get your bearings. And when you've a moment, please stop by my research laboratory.
The old man has a point. Oh, and keep in mind that I've only notified the house leaders that you're our new professor. It's more fun that way. I suggest you try spending time with the students. Some odd ducks in that bunch, but they're good kids.
This means talk to everyone.
I'm sure Lady Rhea will have more information for you tomorrow, but that should get you going. Good luck. You'll need it.
And so we are going to talk
Have
to
you no
everyone.
intention of changing your mind, Rhea?
Later.
Appointing a stranger, a child no less, as a professor at our esteemed academy is...
I have made my decision, Sedith. I know worrying comes naturally to you, but there is truly no need. That stranger is Gerald's flesh and blood, after all.
I can't say that's all too comforting. How trustworthy is this Geralt character? Is he not the man who went missing after the Great Fire 21 years ago? I would remind you that Flayn is now here with us as well. I beg of you, please consider whether this is an unnecessary risk.
Sedith, they have my trust. Let that be enough for you as well. More importantly, I have received a report from Shamir. I am increasingly concerned about a matter regarding our suspicious individual. We cannot ignore those who harbor ill will toward the Church, especially if they are frequenting Garrick Mach.
Yes, that matter is of great importance as well. I shall continue my investigation. Rhea, for now I will have faith that you are placing your trust with the utmost care. I pray that nothing occurs to shake that confidence.
And we can jump into screen. and do a disco. Meanwhile, reading. What looks like advanced calculus. That's a big meatball you just ate in one bite, and then okay. Ah. Sweat beads.
Of course.
So we have a free roam mode.
I assume you are already aware that you will be teaching here at the Officers' Academy, correct? To start, please speak with the 3 house leaders. You should also take a look around the Academy and acquaint yourself with your new home. That is your first task here at the monastery. Please let me know if you accept it. Once you have finished, come and speak with me. May I ask a favor of you?
Yes, we can spin this around, even in a menu. Well, not if we're in this mode. But yes, we have quests in this game, and we can spin this menu round and around.
Ha! I imagine you were a bit surprised that I recommended you as a professor here. Frankly, we had someone else in mind for the role, but they ran off during our dust-up with the bandits. Can't entrust students to someone who's abandoned them once before, huh?
You saved the lives of the students you came across. That, at least, was admirable. Now you should make the rounds. Go around the monastery and see that you greet everyone.
I feel like the type of character Seth is like... You know how in like the sci-fi films, there might be like some race of beings that they tend to be like very blunt and strict, like the Vulcans or something like that. I feel like the Seth would not be too far out of place, like as a Vulcan or something. It's kind of weird. Interesting to see in like a game that's quasi fantastical like this one.
Yes.
And also, we can look at the map. We can look at a bigger version of the map.
So, you've accepted a teaching position here. Pity. I was hoping you would lend your strength to the Empire. I never properly introduced myself, did I? My name is Edelgard von Hresvelg. I am the princess and heir apparent of the Adrestian Empire. I wonder if you'll be tasked with leading the Black Eagles. I hope you've had a chance to meet everyone. Would you like to know more about any of the Black Eagles?
Sure, I'll learn more about them. What about you?
Me? Well, some think I'm a bit distant. Arrogant even. But there's little to be done. One day I must rise to become Adrestia's next emperor. What else? Well, it seems to me that we may have similar personalities.
We do?
Me? What else?
I did not mean to ask again. Hubert.
Hubert is the heir of Marquis Vestra. He has served me since I was a child. You may think his blood runs a bit cold, but actually that's rather accurate. Still, if you can get past that, you'll see he's quite astute and reasonable.
Yeah, I'm sure he is. He's smiling. That's a rare sight.
For some reason, he thinks of me as a bitter rival and is always trying to challenge me. It's terribly irritating. His house is that of Duke Ire, which produces Adrestia's prime ministers. That family is, perhaps, too pleased with its own status.
Well, I don't think I'll be recruiting him this time around. He is interesting.
He's remarkably intelligent, but he only wishes to apply himself to tasks that particularly interest him, and nothing else. He's also fond of, well, napping. If he had any work ethic or sense of duty to speak of, I suppose he would be destined to become an official of the Empire.
Of course. Lynn.
He's the second son of Count Burgleys. He has no inheritance.
Burgleys these
which is
jets.
perhaps why he's always so eager to prove himself. He's overly energetic and rushes headfirst into any battle. If he ends up in your care, be sure to keep a close eye on him.
Yes, I'll keep a close eye on you.
She's Count Varley's only daughter. I suppose you could say she's a bit eccentric, but she seems like a gentle soul. I believe she's shut herself away in her quarters and doesn't care to leave, but don't worry, I'll make sure she finds her way to class.
He will kill you in your sleep.
Few commoners have joined the Black Eagle House, but Dorothea is an exception. She's a songstress from a famous opera company in the Empire. I'm not entirely sure what brought her to the Officers' Academy.
The destruction of a people and their ways of life.
To the west of Fodlan is an archipelago called Brigid. Petra is the granddaughter of their king. Brigid is a vassal state of the Empire, which is how she came to be enrolled here. She's incredibly smart and studious.
He is not a magical person. But we will be sure to get her at some.
Pardon me.
Also, we can run.
Greetings! You must be the new professor. What a pleasure. As for me, my job is to stand here at this glorious entrance and usually watch over the comings and goings of everyone. Make folks smile, you know? And by that, I mean to vigilantly guard this entrance with my very life. No levity whatsoever. As of now, nothing to report.
Huh?
We'll be back for you.
Yes.
What do you think?
Everyone is out here. We'll talk to you momentarily.
Ah, you must be the renowned mercenary who rescued Claude. Honestly, you should not have troubled yourself over the likes of him. My name is Lawrence Hellman Gloucester.
Hellman.
You will want to remember it.
I can't believe his middle name is Hellman. I've beaten this route once and I already know. It's hilarious.
So you're the skilled mercenary who saved Claude, are you?
Oh, you are? It's such an honor to meet you. Ignatz Victor. My parents are Alliance merchants.
And I am Lysithia von Ordelia. Please do not forget it.
Yeah, I won't forget it.
What do you think?
Hey, are you that mercenary? Everyone's been talking about you. I'm Hilda Valentine Goneril, and her name is...
Marianne von Edmund.
Are you joining the Knights of Seros or something? Well, I look forward to seeing more of you.
Yeah, I'm sure you will.
Are you someone's guest? The dining hall's that way, if that's what you're looking for.
No, not
No,
yet.
Raphael. That's Captain Gerald's kid. Hi, I'm Leonie Pinelli, Captain Gerald's first and greatest apprentice. I'm sure he's told you about me.
Nice
No.
to meet you. I'm Raphael.
Not
Kirsten.
at all.
Who are you again?
You. We'll see you later.
Well, scored it. I guess that means I'd better introduce myself properly. I'm Claude von Regan.
Of course.
I'm from the ruling house of the Leicester Alliance, but don't worry too much about all that madness. I'm guessing you don't know which class you'll be teaching yet, do you? I bet you'd like ours. We're not as difficult as the other two. Have you met the folks from the Golden Deer House yet? Care to know more about anyone?
Sure. You.
Piqued your interest, have I? As luck would have it, I'm pretty curious about you as well. But what's life without a bit of mystery? Let's just spend the next year or so learning about each other little by little.
And I've asked everyone else directly about what they're like. I can kind of assume what they're like from talking to them personally. I think we're gonna do the same with Dimitri's house there. Well, I also noticed that these guys are standing in front of the
This
doors.
classroom belongs to the Blue Lion House. Our house leader is Prince Dimitri. All of us here hail from the Holy Kingdom of Fargus.
Fargus!
Hey! This is the classroom of the Black Eagle House, which is for students from the Adrestian Empire. Our house leader is Princess Edelgard. There are many other nobles among our ranks as well.
Full of nobles, eh?
Okay.
Here, we have...
Hey there. Are you the mercenary who saved His Highness? It's an honor to meet you. I'm Sylvain Jose Gautier. Feel free to say hi whenever you like.
That's a hell of a powerful name.
Hi there. You must be the one everyone's talking about. I'm Ash. Great to meet you. This here is Dedu. He serves
Dedu.
Prince Dimitri.
I have heard that you rescued His Highness. Words cannot express my gratitude. Should you ever require my strength, please know that I will hasten to repay this debt.
To do. I like that name. I don't know why. It's great.
I have heard all about what you did from Prince Dimitri. As a citizen of Fargus, I thank you.
He also said you're quite skilled. And he doesn't just say things like that. I look forward to sparring with you and beating you.
Felix, must you always speak of fighting right away? Oh, and, you may call me Ingrid.
Ah,
it is
Felix.
a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
I look forward to beating you. What? How would you beat me?
And who's this? You don't look familiar at all. Do you work here at the monastery?
Oh, Mercy! Do you think this is that mercenary people have been talking about?
Now that I think about it, that does sound like something Dimitri
He
may
has
have
weird
said.
shoes.
I suppose you'll be enrolling at the Officers Academy too, then? Well, it's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Mercedes, and this is my best friend.
I'm Annette. It's nice to meet you.
Okay. Well,
Okay? Right.
Hey!
see what everyone else is doing in here before we talk to Dimitri.
What? I don't talk to strangers.
Bernadetta, this is no stranger. Our house leader owes this person a great debt. Is that not right? I am Ferdinand von Eyre.
My eyes are
legitimate
as
son
orange
of
as my
the Eyre
hair.
family, the Empire's foremost house. Are you going to join our class? I look forward to getting better acquainted with you.
Well, if I join your class, you're gonna throw your ascot at me, so I'd run.
Well, aren't you just lovely?
Is this your first time in the monastery? Shall I show you around? Oh, my name is Dorothea. Before I joined the academy, I was a member of an opera company in the Empire. You should hear me sing sometime.
I'm sure I will.
Whoa. Is it true that you saved Edelgard? That's incredible. The name's Caspar, by the way. Pleased to meet you.
Linhard, goodbye.
Sheesh, Linhard. How'd you get into the academy with those manners? So, are you a
By
student here
getting
too?
straight A's
Maybe
while
we'll be in the
asleep.
same class.
I am Hubert, a humble servant of Lady Edelgard. I heard you came to the aid of Her Highness. You have my most sincere thanks. This is Petra. She has come all the way from Brigid to study in the Empire. Back on her archipelago, she is actually a princess. In Fodlan terms, she would be called heir to the throne.
Hello, I am called Petra. I am pleased to be meeting with... I am pleased to have met you.
You'll get it.
Hey!
Hello. Please accept my apologies for the other day. You came to our aid, yet I hadn't even the courtesy to properly introduce myself. I am Dimitri Alexandra Blathid, Crown Prince of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. Of course, at the Academy,
I'm sorry.
I am
I
simply
can't get over
student.
that name.
And I've heard word that you are to become a professor here. Delightful news. I still have much to learn, but I'm confident I could benefit greatly from your guidance. In any case, welcome to the monastery. I hear you're investigating the different houses here. Did any of the Blue Lions catch your attention?
Well, first off, you have.
Me? Oh, please forgive me. It's difficult to open up on the spot, don't you think? I'm afraid my story has not been a pleasant one. I do hope that doesn't color your view of me, but I understand if that can't be helped.
Alright, swap the display. Noodle hair.
I appreciate your effort.
And that was all I need to do. Yeah, let's return to Ram.
How are you enjoying your time at the Academy thus far? I hope you have found our halls brimming with the vitality of well-intentioned souls.
I suppose it is time for you to take charge of one of our 3 houses of students. I must note that I am personally against entrusting someone as lacking in trackable history as yourself with such a task. But it is as the Archbishop desires.
The Black
Are these people?
Eagles, the Blue Lions, and the Golden Deer. All so different. I hope you've made it a point to get to know each of them.
Since you are new here, we have decided to allow you first pick. Manuela and I will take charge of the remaining 2 houses.
Who will I choose? House for students from the Dresden Empire. Any nobility, most of them use magic. House for students of the Kingdom of Fargus. Most value chivalry and excel in military arts. A house for students from the Leicester Alliance. As per regional tradition, many are skilled archers. Alright. I'm thinking what I'm gonna do here is... I'm going to do Fargus.
So you have chosen the Blue Lions led by Dimitri, correct?
Yes.
Your heart has made its choice then. All I ask is that you guide these open minds with virtue, care, and sincerity.
They are all promising youths who bear the weight of Fodlan's future upon their shoulders. I hope you appreciate what an honor it is to lead them.
Brother? Oh, I am so sincerely sorry. I did not mean to interrupt.
I'm in the middle of something, Flane. Is it urgent?
And this is Flame.
No, it's nothing. More importantly, who is this?
This is our newest professor at the Academy.
Oh my! A new addition to the Officers' Academy! I am so very pleased to meet you, Professor. I am Sedith's little sister, Flame. I am so happy to make your acquaintance.
Let us focus on the topic at hand. there is something you should be aware of. In a few days' time, there will be a mock battle between the three houses, intended to gauge the current progress of the students. We will be using this battle as an opportunity to ascertain your own abilities as well. Please do not disappoint the Archbishop. That is all.
Yeah, I'm sure I won't disappoint the bishop with my
Wait,
performance.
Does this mean our new professor is... No, I really can't believe it! But I was speaking to you so casually, as though we were companions. Oh, I am so sorry, Professor. You just look the same age as the rest of us, and... Oh,
Well,
and I'm sorry
I
I
might
just said that
be.
to you. I really must watch my tongue. You say that, but I just don't know about all of this.
I'll admit, it doesn't sit well with me either. After all, we wish to show you due respect.
Sure, but if the professor says it's okay, shouldn't that be enough? That is, if your highness can consent to such a thing. After all, we're already speaking this way to our future king, so we may as well relax our speech with our professor too, right?
Well,
That is a
we're
good
not
point.
in the kingdom, so it only goes to follow that we should all speak companionably. I concede. If the professor says it's fine, we ought to accept that kindness gratefully.
As for me, I'm not sure I can manage.
You don't have to force yourself if it's too difficult. You're fine with that too, right, Professor?
Having heard of your skills, I'm eager to meet you in battle. Come to the training ground later. There, you will show me what you're capable of.
You aren't wasting any time, are you, Felix? As it were, count me in for any such battle.
Pardon me, but I would also love to observe you in battle for future reference, if that's okay with you.
Ash, I won't have you speak of merely watching. You should join us as well.
If you get injured, simply say the word and I'll patch you up straight away.
Your Highness, do take care not to go overboard.
You worry too much to do. I'll be fine, I promise.
They do.
My companions, is there not something inherently wrong with crossing blades as a way to bond with each other?
Huh, I never thought of it that way. Well, if that's how you feel, I suppose you'll just stay behind while the rest of us are at the training ground?
Ingrid, my dearest friend, you really are too harsh on me.
Well then, Professor, what do you think?
I like that. I
As you
like
can
the
see,
all
the Blue
advanced
Lion
feature of
House
this
is a lively
actually,
bunch.
because it
You'll find
knows when
none
to
who work
advance.
I'm certain we'll cause our fair
Compared to
share
other
of trouble,
things, at least.
but I'm very much looking forward to the year ahead.
There are new places to explore. We receive 1,000 gold.
Say, while you're here, I'd like to use this device I designed to determine whether the power of a crest resides within you. Won't hurt a bit. Promise. You don't know about crests? Well, allow me to tell you everything, absolutely everything about them. Is your calendar clear? This will take a while.
It'll take 1 day
Crests
to be
are
exact.
a fascinating topic. But before one can dive deeply into said topic, one must first understand what crests are. They are power incarnate. They are said to have been bestowed upon humans by the goddess countless ages ago. They exist within the flesh and are passed down through bloodlines. Those who carry crests may excel at magic, display exceptional strength, or any number of boons. Each crest has its own power, the nature of which is beyond mortal understanding. For now. I suspect as much, yes. But we won't know for sure unless I look into the matter. As I said, crests are passed down through the blood. However, just because someone carries a crest does not necessarily mean their descendants will inherit it as well. Only a scarce few descendants of a crest's bloodline end up inheriting that crest's power. Perhaps one of your ancestors bore a crest, and you just happen to inherit it. That is how a crest usually presents itself, after all. Yes, of course.
Please tell me if I have a crest.
Get to the bottom of it straight away. Now then, please go ahead and hold out your arm over this device here. What is this? A pattern I've never seen before. Is it possible an as-yet undiscovered crest has been detected? To think there are still crests out there that even I am unaware of. How thrilling! Pardon my unrestrained jubilation. I have much to consider. You may leave now. I have more research to do in regard to this crest. Yes, so very much more research. But for now, your work here is done. What could this line here be indicating?
Meanwhile, he mutters to himself.
Perhaps it represents a lack of symmetry. Or perhaps... What in the world? Oh, I see. It may be connected to that, but to a greater degree than usual.
Ah. Renown has increased.
With each
Oh.
moon, professors of the Officers' Academy receive a schedule for the month ahead. It notes the days on which events and missions will take place that month. Pay careful attention to your schedule, so that you may thoughtfully plan what you intend to do each month, and when.
Alright, so we're going to go explore. Obviously. So this is my room. Yes, you are. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to check a thing. Okay, so my skills as female Byleth do carry over to this one. I won't be doing anything with that yet, but you know.
These are the students' quarters. To better help you supervise them, you also have a room here. Your room is here at the end. Commoner students also reside on the first floor, while the second is primarily for students of noble birth. As a rule, we try to avoid discrimination based on social status here, but the nobility can be quite insistent when it comes to matters of propriety. Speaking of, it would be best for you to avoid improper conduct. I expect you to set a good example for the students.
Of course. That follows.
Yes. Listen to this. Wow, Yuritsa sure seems strong. Like after that teacher ran away during... I was surprised. I don't think I could hold my own against Yuritsa in battle. But I could probably take you, though. You really think so? Wow, Yuritsa sure seems strong.
I messed up the rest of that. Oh well. Anyway, this guy seems strong.
I care nothing of friendship. If you have no business here, leave. I care nothing of friendship. If you have no business here, leave.
Excuse me, is Tuxedo Mask your brother? I think he might be. Tuxedo Mask.
If you continue to insist on distracting me, I will have no choice but to get rid of you. Joking, of course.
I trust you're eager to face the Black Eagles in battle. Enjoy the thrill of anticipation while it lasts. Soon you'll wish you had chosen to lead our house instead.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
Okay. I'm not too keen on the professor of my class. I really hope to focus more on strategy. Maybe I should talk to my professor about transferring to a different class.
Actually, one more thing I want to test. My theory holds. Oh. My theory does not hold, actually. Interesting. Anyway.
Okay.
We're gonna avoid that.
His Highness has said that he trusts you, and I have no cause. But if you mistreat him in any way, I will take action.
Don't worry, I won't mistreat
I
him.
have a request.
So, you trust me more if I am not in your house than you do if I am in your house, from my understanding of this to do.
I hear there will be a mock battle soon. We must not neglect our training. I trust that you will carefully study the strengths and weaknesses of each of your students, that you may provide effective guidance. Regardless of the results, this battle will be a great learning experience. Even so, what is the point of competition if the aim isn't to win? As this is your first time at the monastery, please allow me to show you the ropes.
This is actually technically my third time in a monastery, but okay.
Both
Whatever
students
works
and
for you.
teachers of the Officers' Academy are free to use the facilities within the monastery. For example, you can dine with others at the dining hall, or partake in one-on-one combat at the training grounds. I encourage you to wander around the monastery and lend an ear to the people living here. There are bulletin boards in various places around the monastery. Have you seen them, Professor? There you can find requests from various sources, as well as information about the market. If you fulfill these requests, you should eventually be able to use even more of the facilities here. The bulletin board gets updated frequently. You would do well to check it once a month. This probably goes without saying, but no matter which facility you use, it will take up a
Basically,
considerable amount of your time.
if you go
It's
do
helpful to plan out
activities
activities
on
in advance,
monastery,
so that you don't mistakenly squander
some
your
of them take
time here.
time. And you can also end
Professors
your
at the Officers' Academy
all
are
of it.
expected to have exceptional leadership skills. Students and teachers alike must devote themselves to their studies and strive to acquire great wisdom even outside their respective fields.
Alright.
Oh, Professor! Have you adjusted to life at the Academy yet? Me, I'm still not used to it. I'm not one for all this studying and training.
Hey, Teach. I hear there's gonna be a mock battle between the houses. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a bit concerned about facing an elite mercenary like you. Maybe take it easy on us. What do you say?
Hey there.
Meanwhile, dormitories. Which, honestly, should have gotten that view when we first stepped out of our room, but that works too. Okay.
I'm Captain Gerald's first and best apprentice. I can beat anyone, Professor. Even you if I have to. It may have been only for a short time, but I learned from the absolute best.
You won't beat anyone.
I was just heading back to my room. Bye!
Bye.
I don't like to come out unless I really have to. Hope you're okay with that, Professor.
Of course.
Hey, Professor. If you got spare time, wanna join me for a trip into town? We could try to pick up beautiful girls. Or not. I'm kidding. Don't look at me like that. Professor,
Anyway, you have a
I've got a
quest.
small favor to ask.
Okay. We'll go to the dining hall soon. For now. We can run. Do.
The Great Tree Moon is the best time of the year for naps. I could just forget all about my assignment.
You know, I'm feeling sleepy. Okay, Lynn. It's easy to play. And you?
I'm a little busy.
I'm sorry.
I really can't right now. I got a lot of things to do. Work and stuff like that. Why don't you look at the flowers in the greenhouse instead? They're pretty.
Nice suggestion. I was about to go there myself.
Anyway. Oh, did you come to look at the plants too? The greenhouse here is really incredible. There are so many rare flowers I'd never seen back home, and herbs I never even knew existed.
Fantastic. You seem informed.
My adoptive father is the real expert. He taught me everything I know about herbs, including how to tell them apart and how to make medicines. You should try looking around the greenhouse sometime if the mood strikes you. Maybe something will catch your eye.
Yep, sure will. Let us garden. Plant to do seeds.
My thanks.
Also look for random seeds. Where we see something glowing blue. That's a thing to steal.
Goddess, I pray to thee. Please protect us.
I know. Scary.
Unbelievable. The Imperial Princess, the Crown Prince, and the heir to the Alliance's leading house. This is one exceptional year, that's for sure. If you're a teacher here, you better watch your step. If anything were to happen to those kids, well, suffice to say that it could harm the reputation of the Church of Saros, which we've spent almost a millennium establishing.
It is almost like the Three Kingdoms clashing at once.
Right.
Hello there.
Hello there, Professor. Well, I call you that, but I am afraid I am not a student here myself. Should the opportunity
That's
arise,
a shame.
I would love to become a student and begin my studies in earnest. The monastery is kind enough to provide a sanctuary for my brother and I. He's the only family I have.
That is some ridiculous hair.
Might you help me with a favor?
And sure, we'll fish for you. Let us fish. Let us fish. And we have fished.
You have helped me so much.
Here's your fish. And this is a dining hall.
Here at the monastery, I have had many great learnings from many great people. I am hopeful to have learnings from you, too. As forever, I will do my best trying.
Okay. Good to see.
I'm busy. Do you want something?
Let's spar.
I can't right now, but let's fight soon. I look forward to beating you.
Eh. He won't beat me, man.
Ugh, I really need to eat. I can't hold out until the next meal. Why can't the dining hall stay open all the time? I need to keep eating if I want to get stronger.
That's because people have to sleep, Ruff. They have to sleep sometimes. They can't just continually eat eternity and beyond.
Listen.
Also see who we haven't talked to yet by opening this handy dandy map. Speaking of, well, it's in our classroom, but we'll hop in anyway.
Our house is that of the Golden Deer. Do you know the significance of that name, Professor? Golden deer are sacred creatures, said to have protected Leicester since time immemorial. All three of the houses have a meaning behind their name. You should feel free to ask around if that sort of knowledge interests you.
And also, your middle name is Hellman. Hellman.
This is the Golden Deer House. You're in charge of a different class, right? Too bad we won't see more of each other. I'm happy to learn from you if the opportunity comes up.
Yeah, we'll pick you up, don't worry. Possibly.
Yes, it's true that I'm the only commoner in the Black Eagle house. I knew that before the first day of class. Those people are simply exhausting.
Trying to hide from me, are you?
Before I came to the Officers Academy, I attended a school of magic in the Kingdom Capital. That's where I met Annie. That's what I call Annette. Oh,
Nice.
I guess Lawrence was at the School of Magic too.
He was weird.
But Annie was always just so nice to me, even though I was older. She's my best friend in the world.
That's good to hear.
Story. The Blue Lion House derived its name from the honorary title of the first king of Fargus. Lug, the king of lions, wore brilliantly blue garments. His chivalric
And his
exploits are
name was
recorded in
Lug.
multiple legends. The library holds various historical accounts regarding him and the Blue Lions. If you find time, you should read them. They're filled with insights.
And, of Lugs. That you hawk out.
Listen. Do you know the provenance of our class name?
No.
The eagle.
Yes.
That refers to the twin-headed eagle on the Adrestian Empire's coat of arms. And black is the traditional color of the Empire's armor. Hence, black eagles.
Well then. Or red-black.
That's you there.
Hi, Professor. Have you gotten around to visiting the library yet?
Not yet.
It's absolutely loaded with valuable information. I only wish I wasn't burdened with the necessity of sleep, so I could spend all my hours there.
So you're the opposite of Philosophy Week.
In a manner, yes. But it's more that I want to learn as much as I possibly can.
Of course. Sleep is for the wicked. And you don't want.
There are two types of crests. Major crests manifest their power most effectively, while minor crests are slightly weaker. It is said that the closer a person's blood relation is to various saints and heroes, the higher their chance of bearing a major crest. Of course, there are also examples of major crests manifesting in children whose parents bear no crest whatsoever. The exact nature of how and why crests are inherited is still a mystery.
See.
Yes.
I hear a member of House Fresfell, the ruling family of the Empire, has entered the Officers' Academy for the first time in ages. It is said that the Adrestian Empire's very founding was aided by none other than Saint Seros. That is why the crest of Seros is on the Imperial flag. In recent years, a rift has developed between the Empire and the Church. Let us hope this will be a good opportunity for both parties to reforge their close relationship of years past.
Hello, Professor. I have a teeny tiny question for you, if that's all right. You haven't seen a man with hair the same color as mine, a scowling face, and a generally gloomy demeanor, have you? Well, yes. It's a bit difficult to explain.
We have not
Please
seen
just let me know
yet.
if you do see him, okay? Okay.
Indeed. As part of our commitment to the goddess, the knights undertake various missions across all of Fodlan.
Nice.
Assisting with the education of young nobles is also a part of our sacred duty.
Duly noted. There's a weird guy up there.
Yes.
What's going on top? I know there is an auto travel function here, or fast travel function, but I want to explore the place normally first, before we start abusing that sort of thing.
Do bear in mind that even as you are appraising your students, they are appraising you as well. I hope that you will do your best to form lasting bonds with your flock.
Flock.
And I look forward to witnessing your prowess in the mock battle.
The advisor room. It's very small. Hi, Dad.
The church has changed a lot since my time. Sedith, Hanneman, Manuela, Yuritsa, and many of the knights. None of them were around 20 years ago.
Strange.
I think Captain Gerald has hardly changed since 20 years ago. I've aged at least 3 times as much as he has. Why am I talking about this? Oh, right. It was because I just overheard Tomas remarking on the subject. The leader of a legendary group of knights returned. People are bound to be talking about the old captain.
Apparently, there is to be a mock battle between the houses. Interesting, but I hope you understand that I
Aren't you
have
gonna
far
be
more
there,
important
though,
things on
Hanneman?
my mind.
Therefore, it's
My
important to you
research
too.
is proceeding slower
Yeah,
than I
whatever.
would like.
Probably
Your
fine.
crest is something of a challenge. Frustrating, yet also quite intriguing. I was wondering if I might get a sample of your flesh. A couple of
Flesh.
square inches would do. No? Perhaps some blood? A couple of drops on the device are all I need.
You're weird.
Oh, thank you, Professor.
You gave a little bit of your blood. Curious.
Oh, thank you, Professor. Those few drops of blood are invaluable to my research. Oh, so much more to learn.
Okay.
A mock battle? This early? Wow, Professor. They're not giving you any time to settle in, are they? Don't worry, though. Should you get injured, I will care for you all through your recuperation. I will see to you, oh so very, very personally.
Well, that's good to know. Just talking to her gives you that, I guess. Weird.
Well,
Suppose we can't go in yet. I know this door is locked for so library time. And also sleeves. They're getting to me. Hi there, old man.
Professor, I hear you are lacking in knowledge of the Church of Seros. The library contains countless documents about the teaching and the history of the Church. I encourage you to make good use of them.
Could do that.
Say now. Tomas has served as the monastery's librarian for decades. Actually, he was away from Garreg for a spell, but he returned to his post last year. There is no one as familiar with the monastery's archives as he is.
Curious. Now that we have locations that we can fast travel to, let's go to the... Oh, we don't have that bill yet. Never mind. Let's walk to the dining hall.
You there?
Here's an idea.
Do.
All right.
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. By the by, have you ever regretted a decision and wished you could go back and undo it? It's too bad there's no lesson for how to turn back the old clock, huh? But I suppose a bad decision isn't worth all that fuss anyhow.
Like coming here. Wait, what? Oh, nothing. Nothing. We might as well go do unsure dining. Today's special will make Mercedes and Annette very happy. Let's do that.
Today's dish was so good. Oh, but not as good as your homemade sweets, Mercy.
You're too kind. Maybe I'll bake some for you next time, Professor.
Yay. You now have more activity points. You now get more money.
Nice. I knew I
You
could
now
count
get
on
more
you.
renown. And you get some turnips. We could just warp back now and finish exploring.
Professor.
There's one more thing I'm gonna do before we finish exploring.
Professor.
I briefly showed off this menu before we began exploring. This journal. I'm going to just raise our level now, so that I don't have to worry too much about trying to pump it up later. See. Get agent, follow unit battle. They can provide aid. Alright. I'm gonna change my appearance, because my god. I'm gonna do it without a cloak. No, with a cloak. We'll use a cloak. I cannot believe they gave me an ascot and a hat. Okay. It's Ferdinand's birthday. Sure, the more people I recruit, the better. The more people that know my magnificence, the better. Mission time. To the outskirts. I'll just use the first 2 slots for saves for this playthrough. That way I can fuck around in the other save files if need be.
Ah, it's finally time for the mock battle. I'm eager to put my skills to use. And you, Professor? Excellent. I have high expectations for your command. That said, I've no doubt it will take everything we've got to pull a victory. Our opponents are mighty, that much is certain. But I'm positive we can win.
Hey there! Did we miss our invite to this strategy meeting? Oh, no worries. We'll just join in now.
Nice try, Claude. But I do not intend to let slip our strategies. Especially when we are up against such strong opponents as you two.
Well now, kind words from His Kingliness. If that's the case, we'd better come up with some clever schemes so as not to disappoint. Right, Princess?
Right. No matter the tactics you devise, we will destroy you. The best you can hope for is to learn a thing or two.
There's nothing wrong with a friendly rivalry, but let's not get carried away. A rash attitude could be your undoing.
A rash could also be your undoing.
Perhaps your time would be better
Maybe
spent
we slip some
preparing
poison
instead of
ivy
worrying
into the
about
bushes that you're gonna be hiding in.
Hey now, if you two were getting this fired up before the battle even starts, it'll make it that much easier for my class to sweep up a win. So please, carry on.
A good point, Claude. I apologize, that wasn't my intention. At any rate, let's vow to make this a productive battle, shall we?
Oh? In that case, I won't hold back.
Oh, how precious. Looks like you and the students have become fast friends.
While I am pleased that you are taking the initiative to acquaint yourself with the students, I'm afraid it's about time for the faculty strategy meeting.
Also, please don't wear that hat.
How time flies. In that case, I'll see you later.
I look forward to assessing your abilities. I hope you don't disappoint.
Don't worry, we won't disappoint.
Thank you.
I like how easy it is to just move this guy around on the field. Make him jump.
Thank you so much.
For joy. Magic. Is interesting. Now units. Because we increase our professor level, we actually have adjutants that we can assign to people. So that they may also gain experience while not being used. This is pretty handy. Anyway, so what I'm going to do here, actually, what I'm actually going to do is Felix can catch up very easily, so unassign to him. And I'm going to assign Ingrid to me. Felix will catch up and kill things easily for later. Meanwhile, I guess that's better now. Inventory. You gained an axe more than necessary. I'll give an axe to do. An axe to you. Meanwhile, you can keep the extra sword.
It is about time for the battle to begin. Our victory depends on your leadership. Do not let us down.
I'm sure you already understand, but the house that defeats the other two is declared the winner. Incidentally, I'll be overseeing
I'm wearing this hat on the battlefield.
So listen well if you want to win.
Stay focused.
And oh, it's Hellman over there. We'll wait for him.
Here we go.
What should I do?
I'll cut through.
Wait for Dorothea to move in.
I'll give it my all.
I'll put Ash there. And the dude. We'll go there.
None of your shallow tactics are required, Claude. Ignatz and I will dismantle the opposition.
Me? But I'm not ready.
Are you making light of our new professor? If you drop your guard, you're gonna get hurt.
Dorothea, will you head toward the front lines? I wish to draw the enemy toward us.
You got it, Adie. Leave it to me.
Ferdinand, Hubert, if the enemy comes, stop them.
Leave it to us. Although I could do this on my own.
Don't be full of hubris.
Clearly not, or Her Highness would not ask me to watch your back.
He knows how to summon light. We definitely want her on our side. And we just slaughtered him like a mule. Alright, let's give somebody else a chance to do it. We could combat art this one. We'll try it. I'll have him attack Ignatz, actually. And that is a bits from Ted. Thanks. And Jared rewards for others in chat. Holy shit. Well then. Well, we'll rip this one then. And oh god, and that is a follow. Thanks, Ted.
That's how it goes.
Thank you for joining in on this test run of the new Augella I just got. And that's probably a bad idea. Maybe I should just have her heal instead. We'll do that. It happens. Don't worry about it too much. At least you're here now, though. That's the important thing.
I may have to take this seriously after all.
I'll have him move in with an axe. I know they could go out with a bow. But, we can use a bow for something else soon.
I've lost. The new professor is quite a commander.
Doing my part.
Just enough to level. And see.
Is this a
Yes, it is a joke. And I'm gonna have them move out of their position. Not there. You sit there. Heal.
Thank you.
I'll ever get involved in combat soon enough.
Are you really gonna fight two houses at once? An impressive display of confidence.
Victory is in sight, Black Eagles. Do not let up.
And they're gonna move back now. Meanwhile, Hubert is here to throw his lobs at us. Well, you'll get one attack that does most of our health. I can alternatively take out most of his health with Smash. And a good crit chance, but it didn't crit, so whatever. The important thing is to do is still stand strong. And allows Mercedes to get in here and shoot him in the face. There we go.
The new professor is rather strong. Suppose I'll have to call it a day.
Let's keep our guard up.
There we go. Oh, they're both gonna go for to-do. Well, now if I can help. On second thought, if I go here, and I use Vulnerary. I go here, sit, and get Ash in there to equip his bow.
Dimitri, it's time. We can finally settle the question of who's stronger.
Very well. I accept your challenge. With you as my opponent,
It's just a mock battle. There's nothing to brag about here.
No less.
Okay. Well. You can also speed up the movement of enemy troops by holding down A button, so we can just do that instead. Oh, Birdie's in there. That's gonna be interesting. He'll do so that he's not nearly dead after all this. And I think I'll have to do finish Edelgard actually. Yeah. You can finish Edelgard. There we go. Not a bad level up for him.
Forced to retreat. Well, things will only get tougher from here on out.
Use caution.
That way, we can use it without using a Tempest Lance.
I am the son of House Ire. How did I fail? I must need to train harder. Who's next?
That's a shame. And he's Master Noble already.
I must keep
Delightful.
aiming higher. This should be enough.
Dang. Alright. Well, we know you're going for Teach.
Thanks for that.
You can rely
Those are some
on me.
strange places to get level ups, but that works.
I'll cut through.
You can keep the bow on so that he can still react. And be in a very dumb place, actually. Claude, at least. He has a hand axe. Huh. And nice. Sick dodge. And oh. Well, then. That's interesting.
Move carefully.
We'll try a crit chance. No crit. That's fine. You're almost dead anyway. Well, you won't try that.
Use caution.
I'll have you go for Claude.
Princeliness, you got a thing for Edelgard, right? Come on, fess up, you'll feel better.
Claude, please. This is no time for idle banter. Your defenses are wide open.
That didn't get to him, huh? What a shame. I'll find a better way to ruffle him up next time.
Nice.
I must keep aiming higher.
Of course. And Sylvain leveled up, too. 8.
I like how this feels. Ugh, I hate losing. I guess I'll just have to settle for cheering the others on.
And if I... Oh, I won't even have the Wrath Strike. I can just take him out this way. There we go.
My goodness. The leadership of someone with actual battle experience is... well, I was as good as useless.
Should I have held back?
No, I shouldn't have.
I'm not setting a very good example.
Hey, you didn't compliment me like that when my class won last year.
That is hilarious. Well, I think I should just heal Dedu because he's going to be taking 2 attacks.
Useful.
And as it stands, Mercy won't be able to take out Hilda. Did force her to move in next to me. Berserk, quit. Yeah, we're gonna keep the axe equipped. We're gonna use our vulnerary. So, yeah, that. Oh, we get to attack twice with Mercy. Maybe we would have killed her. Or not quite kill. You know, I have an idea.
Proceed with caution.
And we are going to get hit in the face with an axe, but that's good.
Ouch! Was that really necessary?
No.
Had to be done.
Yes. It was very necessary, actually.
Feeling stronger.
Let this be a lesson.
It's a crit! Oh god.
Well done. I nearly wound up a patient in my own infirmary.
You are a patient in your infirmary.
You fought well.
Jesus.
All right, that's that. The winner of this mock battle is the Blue Lion House.
Hell yes.
This victory is the result of everyone's hard work. Thank you, my friends. You did well.
Of course it was. It's a me. Rotate through the two save files, as I've said before.
Professor, I've been looking for you.
You
I was
have.
hoping we could all share a meal together. It could serve as both a victory celebration and a post-battle analysis. What do you think? Of course. Why wouldn't you be?
Come now, Professor. We can't very well celebrate without the key to our victory present.
He's right. He really is. We were only able to win because we had your help, Professor.
Yes. Compared with that boar who knows nothing save frontal attacks, your tactics were nearly decent.
Felix, you really ought to stop picking fights with His Highness.
Don't worry, Ingrid. I encourage all to speak freely. And I must agree that the Professor's tactics were truly extraordinary.
We allowed them
I have
to
much to learn.
flank us, but we still came out on top.
Sure, but today was exhausting.
That's
I'm so
maneuver.
hungry I can barely stand.
To be honest, so am I. Let's head to the dining hall. Together.
Professor, I'm sorry to intrude, but you don't look too happy for someone who just won. Well, I understand how hard it can be to accept joy sometimes. I'm sorry for prying.
Oh, bro.
I know we only just met, so this may be difficult for you, but I'd love nothing more than to share our happiness with you. Joy can be so fleeting, after all. We're all in this together, so I hope you will consent. I'm
Yeah,
sure
I'll
the
consent.
rest of the class feels the very same. Well, come along, Professor. Let's enjoy the fruits of our labor.
And I'm going to change this outfit so I'm not in this hat. Because the hat is very jarring to me.
Your work with the students was remarkable.
Like, terribly jarring.
I can see
My
Gerald
God.
trained you well. I do hope you were able to use the occasion to bond with the students. I'm so happy to hear it. Nothing would please me more than if you used this coming year to grow closer still.
Of course, the mock battle was mere practice. The real fight is the battle of the Eagle and Lion, which will take place during the Wyvern Moon. You are expected to properly train your students so as not to humiliate the Academy during the long-held tradition that is the coming battle.
Of course.
As for today, I have called you here to tell you of your mission for the month ahead. Your class is to dispose of some bandits causing trouble nearby.
My mission. Bandits. And
Those affiliated with Garreg-Mach Monastery have a moral obligation to help those in need, regardless of social standing. Students are no exception. Each month before the newly birthed moon departs, each house of students must complete their assigned mission. You shall work to complete the task at hand alongside your students and report back to the Archbishop before the deadline. Understood? I will soon provide you with the necessary details for your first mission. If I told you now, I expect you would only forget, and I despise repeating myself.
I can sense something special within your heart. I have high hopes for you.
Special in my heart, you say?
Bandits, they
Is
say.
it this ascot that's covering my chest?
Do you recall when we first met? You shall not fall so shamelessly again, correct?
I don't plan on falling again that way.
Have you no words for me? You ought to know that I am always with you now.
I accidentally did the wrong
to hear
button.
my voice should not have you no words for me. Do not tell me that you are shocked to hear from me.
Your voice shock comes a shock.
What is this nonsense? All I was told was to kill as many noble pipsqueaks as possible. No one said anything about the Knights of Damned Saros being on our trail.
You have proven yourself worthless, distracted by something so trivial. I had hoped you would achieve your goal despite the setback. But now a child of the Knight's former captain is in play. How interesting.
Hey, this isn't what I agreed to!
Hiring a mercenary as a professor. What was that woman thinking?
Are you listening to me? How do we finish this?
You don't.
You die.
What?
Underestimating the Knights was an amateur mistake. One you will pay for. The road to eternal torment awaits you all. Now I must locate your replacements.
Wait! Get back here! Damn you!
I'm a thwomp turned to a human. I'm sorry. He looks very much like a thwomp if he were to be a human. It's just his personality, I guess.
Part 1. White Clouds. Heartstring Moon. Familiar scenery.
Harpstring Moon.
In honor of the saints whose births or deaths took place under this moon, the people perform music once beloved by those divine beings. Whether by harp, by flute, or voice alone, joyous melodies are shared between farmers as they sow their seeds across the vast plains of Tailteen and Gronder.
Do a long jump. Or let's disco slide. Other way. New places to explore. We've gained more funding because we are of a good professor level.
As you have already been notified, your mission is to subdue some bandits. Our students have been learning about combat through study, but this is a precious opportunity to provide them with practical experience. The Knights will support your mission and are prepared to offer their assistance if necessary. In short, this is no mock battle. You must be prepared for anything. You will receive a message from the Knights when it is time to depart. Until then, use your time wisely.
This will be our first true battle. I'm looking forward to fighting alongside you, Professor. During the mock battle,
yeah,
your
I'm
commands
changing
were
that
thoughtful
hat.
and thorough, as was your
I'm
strategy.
not a fan.
With you on our side,
it's weird.
I'm confident we will prevail. It seems we have some time to spare before our departure. Let's use this opportunity to prepare as best we can.
You seem well. Are you adjusting to life at the monastery?
They not quite. First off, this hat they
I
gave
didn't
me.
expect it would be
Second
easy
off,
on you.
this is a dope cloak.
When we were mercenaries,
but you know,
I handled everything. Outside of battle, you didn't have much contact with people, did you? I thought being thrown into a swarm of noble brats to teach would be a bit much for you. It seems I was right to worry. By the way, I heard about those bandits. Your first assignment is to take them out, right? That's fairly routine for you by now, but don't forget it's the first real taste of battle for those brats. It'll be tougher to sleep at night if you let one of your little pupils die. So stay vigilant and lead them well. I wish I could offer you my support, but Lady Rhea won't allow it. For now, I'll try to figure out what she wants from you. I don't mind you settling into your life here, but don't let your guard down, ever.
It's Annette's birthday. Yeah, sure. Get some flowers. People love flowers. Flowers and fence. Mail. Alright, let's explore. We can fast travel now. And we can figure out where people are based on stuff. Alright. We're gonna change our appearance real quick, because this hat. Let's just use the war. That way we don't have a hat. We do have these weird sleeve things, but it's okay, I guess. Could be worse.
Professor, hey, do you know how old Captain Gerald is?
That's enough.
He doesn't
Leone.
age.
If I don't know, how could my child know?
It's not normal to forget your own age, you know. It's kind of worrisome, actually.
By the time you're forgetting your own age, you're past the point of caring.
I guess if you put it that way, you've got a point.
The only thing I can be certain of is that Gerald is indeed older than I am.
I have a request.
Alright. And there are several places we can go, actually. First, we're gonna go talk to our good old buddy, good old pal Dimitri here. Something got caught in my throat. Sorry.
We have only just arrived at the academy, and we're already being sent out to take care of bandits. It is a noble mission, but one that will likely require battle. In practice, there is little difference between a battle and a war. Even with the support of the Knights of Saros, we must still brace ourselves for the challenge. Do you have any other questions about life at the monastery? Or about battle?
We'll ask about faculty training and recruitment.
Just as students receive guidance from professors, professors may also guide each other. If you're interested, you should seek out Professor Hanneman or Professor Manuela.
3 and 4.
A student's house is determined by their place of origin, but naturally, each individual has their own aptitudes and interests. That said, if a student so desires and their current professor consents, they may transfer from one house to another. If you get to know the students better through the activities at the monastery, they may approach you about this.
And 5.
I hear you've been tasked with hunting down bandits, right? Meanwhile, my class is stuck with a downright peaceful mission. Sounds like you'll be fighting alongside the knights, too. Don't let the monastery down, Teach.
Well, you could learn a thing or two about peace. And you say you should stay away.
It is better if you do not approach me. If you spend too much time around a man of Dusker, there will be rumors.
That doesn't matter. You'll be my Dusker pal.
That reminds me.
You have nothing to say. Alright.
Professor, let's see.
South we go. Actually, so I haven't looked at this bulletin board yet, even though there was a tutorial for that earlier. Basically, you can... We haven't gone to the cathedral yet, so we can't do fast travel either of these places. But this will take us right to the cafeteria, to the dining hall. So we're going to report to the dining hall and take that quest first.
Would you kindly do something for me?
Go to... the student, library's cookbooks. We'll figure it out. And there's our tea.
Right.
You.
I've got to find out everyone's likes and dislikes so I know what to cook. Who knows when it'll be my turn at kitchen duty? How about you, Professor? Do you like sweet or spicy food?
We'll go with sweet.
Ooh, same! I'll definitely remember that.
Personally, I'm more of a spicy food person, but there are a few people that know what that looks like when you give me spicy food. It's not pleasant.
There are way too many vegetables in today's meal. The ratio of vegetables to sweets was completely skewed. Oh, hi, Professor. Were you just eavesdropping on me? Well, everyone knows a plate full of sweets is far preferred to a plate full of vegetables, regardless of age.
So, for this, we'll try to recruit people later. But if you try to recruit people and you don't have the stats, it will tell you what they're looking for. Actually, I'm gonna do that now, actually.
Yes? I'm actually very busy right now. If you're here to ask a favor, please ask someone else.
So, they'll tell you if they're interested in your house, there will be a dialogue that allows you to invite them. And if they're not interested yet, they'll tell you what they are looking for. So Scythia wants good magic, and you need to practice your faith skill a little bit. Which is alright. Actually, we have support options already. Oh damn. Alright. So we can view support dialogues from here. Seems that to do and not have one already. So let us do the support conversation.
Oh no, oh no, oh no! Please tell me that wasn't the pan!
What was that noise?
To-do! Well, as you can see, the pan kind of exploded. Just a little.
How did you manage
A little explosion.
I looked away for a moment, and the pan just went boom! Ugh, I'm grateful nothing caught fire, but now the kitchen is a mess.
Are you hurt?
Oh, no, I just got a little spooked. I really lucked out, didn't I? That could have turned out much worse.
Indeed. But do not turn your back next time. Your life could depend on it.
Right, sorry. I'll be more careful from now on.
Let me help you.
Huh?
I also like how there's a lot of smoke in that area.
I will help you clean up.
No, I can't let you do that. This is all my fault. You shouldn't have to help me.
I have time. Let us fix this quickly. We will need to prepare more food before the others arrive at the dining hall.
Oh, you're right. So, after we clean up, you're also gonna help me cook?
You object?
Of course not. I'm just so sorry to bother you with this.
Don't worry, it's not bothersome at all. Now, point out, you can see the age of people by looking at your roster. The dude is 18 years old, and yet his hair is that white. We also don't know our age. No one knows our age. Point it. Okay.
Bridget has much more warmth than Fodlan. Even spring here has coolness. And you, Professor? Which do you find is worst? Too hot or too cold weather?
I'm gonna say the cold.
I have agreeance. In Bridget, I am able to be wearing much lighter clothes.
We cannot recruit you yet. I know, because I don't have the skill and stat to go with it. That said, we can also fast travel to places this way. The dew has some seeds from earlier. As you rank up your presser level, you'll be able to add more seeds to gardening. Not gonna be good yield today, so we're just gonna use it with magic. And we'll come back here next time we get.
Hello. If you'll excuse me.
And Shamir.
Have we met? No. Sorry. You remind me of someone I know.
Weird. I don't think we have access to dormitories yet, so we can't go to the second floor. The things I'm picking up that briefly show the professor level in the bottom left corner are things that would have increased it had we picked it up. But since we maxed it out already, that won't be happening. Like that. There's also a marketplace. And a gatekeeper. Everyone likes this guy.
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. Are you settled in here at the monastery yet? Make sure to have a good look around. There's much to see. Like fish. You do know about the pond behind the dining hall, right?
Fishing is a good thing.
There. Give it a try.
Yeah. Oh god. In a marketplace. Just an entire fucking market here.
Hey.
Carrots. There.
Right.
Huh? Alright. Nothing important there.
So...
We can't get to that part yet. So we can go into the entrance hall then. A marvelous looking place.
What?
And you?
You look bored. Care to duel?
A duel? To the death. To the death.
What? I just want him to spar.
It doesn't matter what you say to him, he'll always reply with this.
You there! We will accompany you on your assignment. We don't want anything to happen to our precious students. If any of you run into trouble, we'll step in and help out.
Oh, Professor, how are you today? I'm just heading out for a mission. I'll be seeing you.
Good luck.
I don't need luck. This will be a piece of cake. I'll be back before you know it.
Okay, he's gone.
A moment, please.
And Hilda.
I'm bored. Maybe I should go into town. But that would be such a hassle. Oh, hi, Professor. I'm rather busy right now, so do make it quick. Are you sure? I thought you'd found me out for a moment there. Professor, you look like you want to say something. But if you're here to lecture me, I'll pass. It's not like I'm one of your students.
Well then. He likes charisma and axes. Either of which we have in space. So,
Professor. There are some things I'll just never understand. Like the other night, I went on a date with a dashing, handsome, strong young knight. Oh, I'm a bit weak just remembering him. Anyway, do you know what that no-good jerk said when we got back to my room? He said, "What a mess. I'm afraid to go in there." Can you believe it? You know who cares about keeping everything neat and tidy? Not me, that's who. Afraid to go in there. Some knight he is.
Tell me about it. What a night. What a weakling.
How about this?
Oh, you.
Do you know about the Cardinals? They are the ones who run the church. Their identities are a closely guarded secret.
Cardinals, say. Alright, well. I think it's time to go to the library.
Hello.
I was thinking, what about... Our first assignment is to take out some bandits. Did anyone tell Lady Rhea that people's lives are at stake? I lost my own brother to bandits. Is something someone has said at some point, I'm sure. Okay, not my finest attempt at humor.
Yeah.
I was thinking,
it's not.
The Knights of Saros are also known as the Shining Knights. We are the sword and shield of the divine Saros.
Shining Knights.
There are many orders of knights.
Sorry,
in the world, but we are the
had
only one
flashbacks
that
of
has
Shining
the honor
Force.
of bearing the name Saros.
That was a terrible time.
As a member of the church,
Good
you
time,
should
I got
probably
sound.
study up on the history of Saros and the
Just
knights.
yakking here. Anyway, to the library.
Let's see. That person sure does remind me of somebody, but I can't figure out who. Oh, do you need me for something? Sorry, but I'm really busy right now.
Don't worry. You'll be busy sooner rather than later.
What? Xanadu, the Red Canyon, is a place of great significance to the Church of Saros. Even members of the church are forbidden from entering without permission. To go trampling around in there, causing trouble, those bandits truly are morally reprehensible.
Ah. Damn people going into the... canyon there.
Thank you for paying me a visit. Is there anything troubling you? Or is there perhaps something I can help you with?
Let's learn about Saros.
Believers live their lives by her sacred wisdom.
Okay.
Please use the
Don't tell me
library's
nothing.
vast
But I guess
resources
it
to
gave
learn.
you support
I
option.
can often be found here, so if there is ever anything you need, please do not hesitate to pay me a visit.
Okay. Well.
What? Professor!
Anyway, I have to go in here to get this. Fanatics Primer.
Thanks for your help.
And we got battalions. There's a lot of things for combat. I'll probably go through something separately, like a recording session, and look at all of this. But we're not going to do that right now. We have a little bit of progression to make here.
Excellent work guiding the students in the mock battle. Taking command like that? Simply splendid. And bearing the unknown crest's power? Yes, I'm talking about you. Your talents are incredible, and Lady Rhea's insight as to your potential is doubly so.
Interesting. We have a dagger in our front.
You do seem to have a mark of the exceptional about you. I only wish Seteth would follow your example.
Don't worry, we'll get him to break the beam soon. It's only part of the crest. Okay. Now I gotta go to the library. That was our intention to begin with, at least. Of course Ignaz is in here.
I'm so glad to be a student here, if only because I get to use this library. Reading books from all the regions of Fodlan, I feel almost like I'm visiting those places myself. I agree. They're brimming with the knowledge and experience of our ancestors.
Of course.
Ah, Professor. What an honor that you would come and talk to me. I'd like to learn more about you. Maybe someday you can add me to your class.
He's not interested yet, but he likes Dex in a very high authority stat. So, yeah. Cookbook. Tantalizing cookbook. An illustrated cookbook. And all the cookbooks.
Swimming through a sea of countless books, tracking down that single sought-after volume, it's absolute bliss. How do the poor fools who spend their days sharpening swords and polishing armor find any joy in life?
We'll talk to you later. For now, though, let us go back to the dining hall. And you.
You're a lifesaver.
And we'll have to do cook for us. Nirvana cake. We can catch more of this fish later, so we're going to cook some immortality stew.
I enjoy cooking.
I'm glad you do.
You seem to know what you are doing.
And I must be good at cooking, apparently. Because yes. Well, we can't exactly port to the cathedral yet, but we're gonna walk there, so it's okay. Behind us.
Hey, you.
Ferdinand.
Do you know of the Eyre family? We have long held the position of Prime Minister in the Empire. The Empire's power lies with 6 noble families, my family foremost among them. The full explanation may be time-consuming. I can give you a moment to get ready, if you would like to take notes.
Alright, notes are here.
Alright, I will list the 6 great noble families. There's Caspar's father, Count Burgles, the Minister of Military Affairs. Then there's Linhardt's father, Count Hevering, the Minister of Domestic Affairs. Bernadetta's father, Count Varley, is the Minister of Religious Affairs. Hubert's father, Marquis Vestra, is the Minister of the Imperial Household. Finally, we have Duke Gert, the Minister of Foreign Affairs, and my own father, Duke Eyre, the Prime Minister. One day, I will take his place as the Prime Minister of the Empire. I am more talented than anyone in my class, even Edelgard. I will lead the Empire to a bright and enlightened future.
Hang on your circle.
There is nothing I cannot achieve.
Of course. Well, we can't recruit him yet, because...
Oh, Professor! Here to recruit me, I presume? Well, the eldest son of House Eyre will not be so easily swayed.
Of course. To the cathedral. Oh boy.
Here's an idea. I
here, the Officers' Academy of the monastery was founded about 2 centuries ago. The eastern region of Fodlan was being invaded by Almyra, and so the Archbishop of the time took measures to prevent the border from being taken. In order to ensure Fodlan would be safe from potential threats, she deemed it necessary to raise a generation of excellence. That is how the establishment was founded, though its purpose has changed over the years.
Of course. We can just see the whole map from here if we want to. That said, we're gonna do that and accept this quest from this guy.
I have a favor to ask.
Or a girl, excuse me. I'm terrible at this. We'll go find that.
The cathedral is nice and quiet. It's so relaxing. Oh, Professor, did you come to pray to the goddess?
Yes, I did.
Me too. Shall we pray together?
Of course. Momentarily.
Something else. It is the duty of every Fodlan noble to demonstrate piety towards Seros. Have you also come to offer your prayers to the goddess, Professor? I see. The truth is, I am not a particularly devoted believer either. But it would be unbecoming for a noble like me to neglect his prayers, wouldn't it?
Of course. He sees reason.
Professor.
I'm not going to confirm about it.
Inside the cathedral, there is a chapel dedicated to the 4 saints. Do you know of them? Saint Indec, Saint Macule, Saint Keyhole, and...
Saint Sathleen! Who is your favorite, Professor?
Now that you are a member of the Church, be sure to familiarize yourself with our teachings and traditions.
You have a quest.
I have something to ask of you.
Okay. Well. And also, we had upgraded these statues in previous playthroughs of this game. So that's why they're gold instead of a stone. Anyway. So I'm gonna go to the dormitories first. Or actually, we can just go straight to the Officers' Academy first. That way we can just talk to random people here. Find out what the deal is with those, rumors.
You're quite powerful to have beaten us in the mock battle. Such a shame you aren't leading our class.
Such a shame indeed.
I've heard your class is hunting thieves. That mission is very different from the one we were given.
Go hunting thieves. I'm casting magic missile into darkness. Okay, enough of that.
It's thanks to my adoptive father, Lenato, that a commoner like me is here at the Academy. He is the very model of chivalry. Someday, I'm going to be just like him.
Don't worry. I'll make sure that, happens. Meanwhile, we have a student here.
Bridget, Almyra, Dusker, even people from far-off lands gather here at the Academy. Word of advice, Professor. There are those who don't think kindly of such people.
Well then.
That's so.
Let's go to the dormitory, shall we?
Professor.
There was another item down yonder that we should pick up. Well, other than that, snail.
Hey there.
Oh, Professor. Hello. I was just looking for my... Well, it's like a pale blue cloth. Have you seen it?
I probably shouldn't have, said that to her. Okay. Okay, I guess if you're a lady, you use that option. If you're a male, use the Manuela one. Good to know.
What is it?
Okay.
What the?
And both of those are in the cathedral. There we go.
My savior, thank you.
And, to make up for that horrible sin I committed to Dorothea, we're gonna ask her to go do this. And also, I think I am also going to ask Manuela to come too.
I'll keep my voice down. Don't want people thinking I'm vying for attention. But how loud is too loud?
This is no good. Sing from your diaphragm. Lo! Get it? Lo!
Of course.
Well done. You have my thanks.
So I think I'm gonna do, let's go back to my quarters for a second, and we're gonna do a thing. I'll look at myself. Bills. Let's see here. Authority's not too bad. I'm gonna give me this. For now. I'm also gonna give you this. That to work with. I know you benefit more from having no battalion or a dead battalion, but I'm going to give you a battalion here. Play with. Still. Brother God, you build up your battalions. There you go. You will have mercenaries here. You'll have those guys. I'll give you this. I'll give this. You. Gonna get this to start with. There we go. Battalions have been assigned. Worry about that later. Also, I'm gonna give myself a thing here. Not yet. Maybe later. But for now, though. couple more daily activities we can perform.
Right.
Everyone's maxed out. That said, these guys are not at max. So I'm going to I'll start working on Nash and Sylvain.
This looks delicious. Yeah, you just get it, Professor.
And the weird thing about this activity is you can actually spam it. If we go for onion gratin soup, we can pump those two up.
Remember this, Professor. That look on Dedue's face means he thinks the food is pretty tasty.
That's good to see. Here's a food that Felix enjoys somewhere. 2 fish saute. Yeah, that's good. And for kicks, I'm gonna bring Lysithia into this.
That looks appetizing.
Eating delicious food really takes my worries away.
At least one more I want. Real quick here. Although I think a fish sandwich. I like how blunt that is. Just a fish sandwich. Bourgeoisie pike for the rich. Dango. I think I'll start working on Ingrid and Seth.
I appreciate any good meal, but nothing beats enjoying my favorite food.
The flavor is nostalgic to me for some reason.
Nostalgia.
I'd like some more.
We'll do another peach sorbet because we gotta make up for what we fucked up with Thea there. Also, doesn't like peach sorbet. How dare she? It might be the beans. And I will invite Bernadette for kicks.
I think I like this, but it's been a while, so I'm not sure.
Ooh, this is my favorite. You've got great taste.
Nice. Bonds are nice. And lastly, I want to get okay. I cannot get both of can I? I want to be able to get both Raphael and Ignatz in here. Oh no. Oh no. And nobody likes small fish skewers. Just nobody likes this in their right mind. I don't know why they even show an enjoyed by option if nobody enjoys these. There's just people that hate them. And people who are mildly like them. It's weird. Don't know why that's there. Anyway. So there's not much else we can do in terms of time waste. Oh, we can go to the training grounds. Oh, we have to walk there. Right. Camera.
Oh. So.
That said.
Dog.
Professor.
That reminds me.
To the training grounds. Meanwhile,
For years, the Boar Prince and I were inseparable. I know him better than almost anyone else. So let me give you some advice. Beneath all that princely polish, he's an animal, nothing more. He's strong and skilled, sure. But don't place your trust in him as a human being. Take care he doesn't chew you up and spit you out.
Of course.
Felix Sylvain and I have known each other since we were children. His Highness as well. Though I should warn you that both Felix and Sylvain are a bit challenging at times.
That
the moment I take my
probably
eyes off them,
underestimation.
they're off causing all kinds of trouble. It's always been that way.
Yeah.
Hey there, Professor. You here to check in on my training? Oh, that reminds me. I found this small cloth. It's kind of weird. Not really sure what it is, but it works great for wiping up sweat.
Oh no. You found her claw.
The next assignment is to drive out bandits? Sounds like some training is in order. Tell me something, Professor. When it comes to a one-on-one battle, which is better, strength or skill?
Something tells me that Raphael prefers strength.
I knew it! When it's all said and done, muscle always comes out on top.
Yeah. Eventually your muscle will come on top of your shirt. Okay. Enough of that. Tournament man is not here, so that doesn't really matter. Let's spam up some more support, I guess. Sorbet. Time, let's get 10 again.
I find it difficult to eat when you stare.
My apologies. You and the professor are both so fascinating, I simply cannot help myself.
Well then. Grilled herring. Let's go start on these two too.
Today's... You're too kind.
Same dialogue option as before, so I'm fast going through that quickly. And now, last thing I can do. I want to get Leone on my side. And I think I'll invite Flame as well.
That looks delicious. Goddess forgive me, I've just got to indulge. This is nearly as delicious as Mother's cooking. I would happily eat this every day.
Brew stronger. Now we get prepared for the other part of the gameplay loop of this game.
If you don't yet know the proper procedure for lectures, I will tell you all that I know.
Kind of, I guess.
Assuming that's agreeable to you,
Sort of actual battling.
Before beginning a lecture, we would be most appreciative if you would first make note of our study goals. After all, everyone wishes to prioritize studying fields related to their goals, right? I believe you can ensure better results by instructing individuals based on their interests and specialties. Of course, that doesn't mean it's pointless to teach someone things unrelated to their goals. You never know if a student will develop an interest in something by overcoming their distaste for it.
And they're showing examples based on the Black Eagle's house.
Everyone's study goals will likely change based on the experience they receive from future instruction or assignments. When that happens, it would be greatly beneficial if you could advise us as to what new goals we should set for ourselves.
Basically, sometimes a unit will want to change their path and what they learn.
No matter how passionate you are about tutoring someone, it's difficult to get good results if that student lacks motivation. To increase a student's motivation, it's probably best to appeal to them in a variety of ways. If it's not too much trouble, I would be grateful if you would try to pay attention to everyone's motivation level.
Motivation being the thing in the upper right.
Students are encouraged to engage in various activities in and around the monastery. By working together, students can strengthen their relationships and, in time, achieve better results more readily. Have you heard?
Also, to get higher levels, you can gain certification for other
To become a new class,
classes.
one must first overcome the certification exam for that class. Needless to say, if one lacks the required abilities, passing will prove difficult. I hope that you will plan ahead for the certification exams and instruct everyone accordingly.
Of course. And now, we're gonna look at goals. Dimitri wants to stab people and leave. Kadu wants to axe people and punch. Felix swords and punches people. Ash will axe and bow people. Sylvain will pierce and slash people with an axe. Ceres will want to be a mage, a better one. Annette will mage and lead. And Ingrid will like to use a sword and axe. We're not going to change the goals for now, but we are going to get started on a procedure. Die watch. Have Ingrid work. Well, we're not going to sky watch yet. Have Ingrid work with Sylvain, I think. No. Ingrid, Sylvain. Can get started on this process. Then we'll instruct. Time to teach.
That was challenge. That was challenge.
Huh.
It all makes sense.
Nice. Don't think you're gonna have her bow always, but we'll pump it up first. That she has another option other than magic to attack at range. There we go. You. I think I'll work on your ride.
All due to your coach.
And perfect.
Thanks. I'm a bit.
Perfects will increase motivation 1.
That was helpful. All due to your.
We won't be able to get another extension on our motivation from getting perfects, but it does increase experience earned by double. Like that. And I'm also going to start on you. You got to learn how to reason.
This could be you. It was nothing. Of course I got it. You need to butter me up. It was nothing. It was nothing.
Of course it was nothing. You're gonna learn how to stab people. With a lance.
That's a... You're making...
There we go.
There's so much left to...
In a nutshell. You'll work on your axes at least until you get the C right.
Yes. I learned a lot. Thanks for your...
And Sylvain.
Wow. I thought this... Alright, that's enough prayer. Hey. Hey, that... It's all becoming clear.
And I have activity points for the time being. Let's begin lecture.
I'd like you to explain something. I see.
Annette would like to speak with me. Alright.
Hello, Professor. Do you have a moment? Well, I have this book of battle tactics that I borrowed from one of the knights. There's one part that I just don't understand. Do you think you could explain it to me? Great, thank you so much. It's about this diagram here. I don't get why the knights are grouping up in that forest there. I just can't see the advantage to a formation like that. Yay! I finally get it! You really
Behind
are
a tree to get better defense and...
I knew asking you was the right idea. I just love learning new things. That's why I came to the Officers Academy. I want to learn magic, battle tactics, martial arts, and, well, all kinds of stuff. I'm learning more now than I have in my whole entire life.
Well then.
Speaking of, I'd better go visit the library for some research before magic practice, which is just before sword training.
Are you like the Hermione of this game or something? Because wow.
That's just not possible. I always find it's more tiring to laze around doing nothing. I've never been any good at that. I have to have something to do.
Also, it's dark
on
in
my
here.
days off, I need to get up early and take care of the cleaning first, or I just can't relax. You know what I mean? Oh, I'm so glad you agree. You'd be surprised how rare it is to find people like us. Mercy never sets foot outside her room on her days off. I don't get that girl sometimes. Not to mention... Oh wait, oh no! I was supposed to be on cooking duty today! Oh, I completely forgot!
Oh god.
Sorry, Professor, but I have to run. Thanks again for your help!
No problem, I guess.
Ah! this stupid barrel here!
Ah. Fucking barrels. Well then. No interruptions.
I'm with Ingrid. I'm not gonna get away with anything.
Stop messing around and get moving. You don't work, you don't eat.
Exactly.
Fine, fine. Let's do this. Hey, we did pretty well. All because I really went for it, of course.
You're a glib one, aren't you, Sylvain? I did the bulk of the work here, you know.
Oh, it's still perfect. We did that at least. Raphael's birthday. Sure, have some flowers. We could go to battle. And it's forcing us to go to battle. We're gonna do that. So I think I'm gonna do, we're gonna go into the practice battle here. And I think what I'm gonna do here is
Do you have experience commanding a battalion, Professor? I assume so, but if not, I'm happy to explain.
alright.
When you employ a
Battalions.
battalion, first, decide who will lead them. Not all battalions are comprised of soldiers wielding weapons. Some contain mages or monks. Once you've ascertained the characteristics of each battalion, you must think carefully about who will command them. If you deploy a battalion, you will be able to utilize their special gambit in battle. If your gambit attack is successful, it can cause unrest among your enemies. If you team up with a nearby ally, the ensuing results may be quite remarkable.
And I have an idea of certain training that I'll be doing at some point. Now everybody's on the field. No adjuncts to be had, but everyone has some kind of a battalion assigned to them. Which I have there, honestly. Okay. Now, look at the mappy here. Practicing against church soldiers. And we'll put Ingrid more on the front line. Sylvain will go. And I think I'm gonna give this to Ingrid. Hold that one. And fight time. This time, no tutorials. We're just moving forward.
I'll go.
And a torch.
I'll cut through.
What should I do?
I'll give it my all.
Stay focused.
Ready.
I'm on it.
Here we go.
Here goes.
Thank you.
And she can rally. Didn't really need the rally there, honestly, but... See, Felix does well enough without having him start in the first battle, because he can just do that. Honestly. The double hit, his crest activates a lot. Crest increases the damage of his swing. It's crazy.
I have improved.
He levels up really quickly if you let him. Even if you're not using his personal ability.
As expected.
Yes, it's a me. Now level 5.
Such power dwells within?
It seems I've exhausted this topic.
Damn. I don't know if you're gonna hit. No, you're gonna miss terribly. Okay. Well, that would be a kill. Like, on the other hand, I can bring you down to mostly dead, having or I can just crit and kill you. That works too, I guess. All right.
Never doubted you.
That's fine. We'll put you there this time. That way you'll actually be able to hit. Have a top off.
Weak.
Pathetic. Welcome. And a lot of critical hits this time around.
Can't afford to
Damn.
lose.
I could learn from that.
Did not think that would happen. Okay, drop a couple more frames. Whatever. It's okay. We're okay. Curve a bullet. Nice.
Not good enough.
And a critical hit. Wow.
Why am I even here?
A lot of crits in this one.
I can always depend on you.
There we go. That's better. Have her finish off that. I'll lance it. Or... yeah, finish him.
I did what I had to.
That way we
My
can
technique
start
could use-
moving around. Better position here. Them go after Sylvain. Wait him to come for you. Really?
Thank you.
Wow, no damage.
This worked out well.
You might as well finish him off. Nice to actually hit them this time. Yes. Master that noble.
I'm pretty much perfect. I'm impressed.
Oh wow, they'll all go for her if she does that. So instead we're gonna move the dude here. That's probably a bad idea. First, we'll take this one out first. I'll use more spear. Honestly, I'm leveling up her sword on her so that we can get her to be either a Falcon Knight or a Moral Savant. Haven't decided which one I'm going to take her down yet. Either way, she would need some sword for that, so... Take this fool out. With extremely low chance to get hit at all in this forest. Curve will guarantee that this will allow a meanwhile, I have you here with that's guaranteed to hit for some reason. Alright.
Oh, thank goodness.
You've mastered Noble. Congratulations.
I got it all down.
This axe breaks, we have multiple axes. For a reason. That way we force a couple to go for him instead of... We're forcing them all to go this way instead anyway.
Thanks.
There we go. Well, you want him to go for anger. You're gonna move me there. Demetri now can double.
Never had a chance.
So that's going to lead to some slaughtering. There we go. You too are level 5.
I'm getting stronger. I can feel it. Is that all?
He's gonna kill. Oh, never mind. I can get this last one.
You weren't ready. That should do.
Yes. Oh, if we had a dancer that early.
Ineffective.
Kill Sylvain there. After all that,
I won't let it. That should do it.
yes. That shall. And we'll have Felix kick this guy's. Overkill this guy.
You're weak.
Out of here.
Stronger, huh? We'll see.
Of course. Receive some bullion. And gold. Alright, so I think I'm going to do is I'm going to do a couple more practice battles, but those are going to be off stream, I think. Then next time we'll pick up and finish up the rest of this. I'm going to get in here to look at this stuff. It's probably the same map. Ooh. Let us save. And we are going to 2 now. I think. That's the plan anyway. Anyway, so thank you for coming out to my first ever stream on the Switch. Yeah.